Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Daisy and I am your yoga instructor for today's practice. Now today's practice is going to be a very short and sweet 15 minutes of hip openers, okay? So really opening up into the hip space, okay? So really ideal for those of you that run, or even if you're sat at a desk all day, driving loads, things like that. So we get quite a lot of tension and emotion build up into the hips. So as always, I will give different options throughout. Please don't go into an option which you don't feel comfortable with, and also please feel free to grab yourself blocks and bolsters. I'll give different options to use them throughout the practice as well. Perfect. So today we're going to get started in a child's pose. Now I'm going to give you a few different options here. Again, if you want to use a block, bolster or even a cushion, please feel free to. So your option number one is to come into a narrow leg child's pose. So you're going to have those knees about hip width apart. Drop the hips down, arms either side of the body, palms face up and lower the forehead. Now, maybe here you want to place the bolster or cushion underneath the hips. Okay, or your option number two is to come into a wide leg child's pose, so toes together, knees to the outside edges of the mat, walking the fingertips away and drop the head down. And again, maybe you wish to place your block or bolster underneath the hips here. Again, just for a little bit of extra support if you're not in quite as open body. Okay, so whichever option you wish to be in, dropping the forehead down. Maybe you wish to find a little bit of movement from side to side here, just opening up into the hip space. And closing the eyes off. Bringing the awareness towards the breath. Inhale through the nose, feel the back body rise. And exhale through the nose, feel the body surrender, relax into the earth. Inhale through the nose, feel the energy travel down through the back body. Exhale, surrender into the earth, relax. Feel the shoulders melt either side of the body. Feel the body just fall deeper with each exhale. Just gently allowing yourselves to enter, to become present in today's practice. Beautiful. Now gently walk the hands towards the body. Peeling the body up, bring the knees to parallel, so we're coming into this beautiful tabletop position. Just have a little movement here from side to side, just relaxing through the hips. Perfect. Now keeping the hips up above the knees, walk the fingertips away, drop the head down, extended puppy, opening up through the back. And maybe if you're in a slightly more open body, you wish to come up onto fingertips, or even bringing the hands on top of a block or bolster here, just to really enter into the back space. As you're here, really focus on keeping that core engaged, not flaring through the rib cage. So although you're relaxing and surrendering, you're still staying switched on. Beautiful. Releasing the hands. Keep them out in front of you. The fingers stay wide here. Tucking the toes under. Lift the hips up towards the sky. The chest towards your thighs to our first downward facing dog position. So really pushing up through the shoulders here, down through the heels. Maybe taking a bend through alternate knees. Maybe you want to find some movement through the hips. Beautiful. Now on your next inhale, extend the right leg away from you, opening through the hip, three-leg dog. Option of bending the right knee, bring the right foot over to the left. Holding here, feel into that deep opening up through the hips, this more active variation. Lower the right leg down. Inhale, lifting up the left. Again, option of keeping the leg extended, or option of finding that bend through the left knee. The left foot goes over to the right. Beautiful, releasing back down. Now bring the feet out wide. The heels point inwards, the toes pointing out. Take a bend through the knees, walking the hands back towards the feet, dropping those hips down to our nice deep yogi squat, Malasana. Now, option here, you may wish to place your bolster or cushion underneath the hips. If the heels are coming off, maybe you want to pop a block underneath. Maybe you wish to have hands on the earth, maybe bringing hands to heart center. And whichever option you're in, I invite you to find some movement here. Keeping the chest back, the shoulders lifted. Perfect. Now releasing the hands, really power up through the legs, lifting the hips up. Heel toe those feet so they're parallel to each other. Opposite hand to opposite elbow, and breathe. Maybe option here, bringing the weight into the balls of the feet, just increasing the stretch a tiny bit more. Beautiful. Now releasing the hands, option of placing block or bolster underneath the hands here. Bend through the left knee, left hand touches down. Inhale, lifting up the right. Look at the fingertips and hold. So you're keeping the right leg straight here. The left knee is bent as you look up to the fingertips. Beautiful. Exhale, right hand comes down, bending the right knee, extending the left leg. Inhale, peeling up with the left arm. Again, maybe using a block or bolster here if you wish, or option of having hands onto the earth. Releasing the left hand back down now. Inhale, lift the fingertips flat back, maybe fingertips on top of shins. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, hamstrings switched on. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slight bend in the knees, lifting the arms up towards the sun. And exhale, hands come down through heart center. Beautiful, have a nice little wiggle out. Amazing. Now take a big step out with your feet, okay? So the feet are wide apart here. Bringing the heels pointing inwards, the toes pointing out, the shoulders back. Inhale, lift those arms up and above the head. Exhale, bend at the knees, hinging at the hips. Place the hands down. Make your way to goddess. So yes, we are now switching on the hips. Hands to heart center, finding some movement from side to side. When I said I'm opening up through the hips today, I didn't say it was necessarily going to be easy. Perfect. Release the hands on top of the legs. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, push away with the left arm, left shoulder drops. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale with the right. Inhale, come back to center, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands come down to heart center, extending the legs. Now, heel toe the feet so they're now parallel to each other, coming to our beautiful Prasarita position. Bring hands onto hips. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards. Keep the spine long. Now, option here, you may wish to grab your block or bolster, or option of hands onto the earth. Take a bend through the left knee, left hand reaches down. Inhale, lifting up with the right. On your next exhale, take a bend through the right knee, straighten the left leg, and inhale, lifting up with the left. Beautiful. Now I want you to repeat these two movements with the flow of your own breath. Really working into the twisting through the torso here, finding deep bending through the knees. Working with the breath. Now on your next exhale, straighten the legs. Option of bringing your hands around the legs, or option of bringing your two-piece fingers and your thumb around your big toe. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, bend at the elbows as you hinge at the hips, drawing the torso down. And breathe. Keeping the spine long. Inhale, bring hands to hips, flat back. Exhale, stand up tall, and coming to stand back at the top of your mat. Beautiful. So you want to stand in Tadasana, the feet parallel, hip width apart or feet together, shoulders back, palms face out. Inhale, take a bend in the knees, lifting the arms up. Exhale, flip the hands over, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, lift the fingertips flat back, maybe fingertips on shins. Exhale, forward fold. Take a bend through the knees, place both hands down. Now step the legs back to high plank. Beautiful. Now take a bend through the right knee towards the right wrist. Drop the right knee down, untucking the left toes, and just swivel the right foot around. Now again, maybe using a block placed underneath the hips here. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, walk the hands away from you, drop the head towards the earth. Just taking a moment to sink to the earth here. Allow the shoulders to melt around the body. Maybe noticing some emotions rise. And just knowing that that is absolutely normal. We often get emotions trapped in our hip space. Beautiful. Bring those hands back towards you, peeling the head up. Tuck the left toes under, step the right leg back, high plank. Exhale, ripple the body back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forwards, high plank. Take a bend with the left knee to the left wrist. Drop the left knee to the earth, untucking the right toes. And again, just bring that left foot as far around as you wish. Maybe you wish to place a block underneath the hips. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the chest. Exhale, walk the hands away. Head drops down. And breathe. And just noticing any differences, any similarities between the two hips here. You may find that one is more open than the other, or one feels slightly different. And just knowing that that is absolutely normal. We are not equal on either side. And that's one of the beauties about yoga, just seeing our beautiful imbalances. With each exhale, allow the body to surrender further. Beautiful. Now bring the hands back towards the knees, the right toes tuck under, peel the body up, left leg back, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose, sigh out through the mouth. Inhale, ripple the body forwards, high plank. Drop the knees to the earth, untuck the toes, make your way round into a seated position. Maybe you want to sit on a block or bolster just to elongate through the spine. Opening up through the hips. Beautiful. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, walk the hands away. Head drops down. Just take this moment, feel into all that energy you've got in the hip space, the energy which we have opened up, we have released in today's practice. Sitting with any emotions that have been released. Have no judgment over these, just knowing and being aware. Beautiful. Walking the hands back up. Keep the eyes closed. Inhale, lift the arms up and above the head. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh the breath out through the mouth. Find a smile. Namaste. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining me for this 15-minute yoga practice all about opening up through the hip space. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, please leave a comment, and of course share it with others. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.